following matching the quality of the previous one perfectly.
Okay, I think they're both ready now.
Okay. Okay then, so I will count you guys both down from 3 once again. I wish you guys both good luck. In 3, 2, 1, go.
Alright, now they are actually going to showcase TsucnenT stream red coins with save states. Because it's not very marathon safe to do this live. Otherwise it might take like up the entire marathon or something. If we would try to do it without save states. But yeah, the first thing they're going to do is to move towards the stage. Because for some reason they decided to not start inside the stage. So I guess we're gonna watch them move there first. So yeah, this is basically a showcase of the hardest star that has been gotten by humans, save stateless. And it takes like 20 minutes to do. So we'll see. So Gion is the first one to enter. So this level, it's basically a combination of all other levels in the game. So it's basically just a section for every part. For example, this is some wing cap, and there are 24 red coins to get spread throughout the whole level. And well, there are basically a bunch of paths with a star at the end of every path, but for the red coins, there are red coins everywhere, so you gotta go everywhere, and that's what makes it so hard. They are allowed to save state as much as they want, since this is just a showcase. So a total of 9 people have beaten this without save states. Gion is one of them right here. So it looks like Gion didn't really set any save states, so he's falling behind. Oh, Gion, he's being a bit ballsy, I think. Yeah, he's gonna fall behind. Let's watch no focus instead. So these first few parts are for the most part pretty straightforward. You will see him do a quick sand bench grab that was explained in the pressure road run. So basically grab that ledge that Gion just passed. And now focus is, well, moving towards the center of the level, where there's a split between a bunch of paths, which you will see fairly soon. One, he just gets a 4th red coin. So I believe he's gonna do the advantage cap route. Yes, that is the fastest one. So he's gonna go to the left first. And here you turn back and do a dive. Well, just a side flip apparently. Some people side flip dive. And here are some crossover wall kicks. As you can see, you need to jump down there to get the red coin. Now let's see how many attempts this takes. Now Gion is doing it as well. So personally, I don't like using the camera angle that they are using for this, but I guess it's just personal preference. And here, on this platform, you can't ledge grab on it, so you have to do a very precise double jump kick or something similar in order to make it onto the platform. As you can see, Gion is kind of struggling right here. And then you have to also be very precise to get back off the platform. There no focus pretty much did a triple jump wall kick to No, what am I saying? Just a triple jump past that wall, which is kind of precise. And for that coin right there, let's see which strat he uses. Okay, he's going for that one where you run up the slope and then try to run down to start some wall kicks then. Stop calling him. Okay, the reason I'm calling him No Focus is because he changed his name very recently to FocusSM64. So okay, he's going for a strat, which you normally wouldn't do. Normally you would backtrack, but the strat focus is going for now. Requires a first frame wall kick, but it skips time to backtrack, so it's commonly used if you're using save states. Let's see, you need at least one firstie of 2 wall kicks. This isn't passing, it's just not very viable. Okay, so Gion is going for another strat for the slope to that coin. And here are some small pillars, and that Focus is jumping across, and we're getting to the Vanish Cap section. So there are 2 ways to do this, let's see which way he does. So, okay, he's doing it that way, where you do some wall kicks to skip, having to time everything. Which basically works, you do 2 wall kicks inside the cage, and then a 3rd one outside to land on the top. Okay, so Gion is doing the way you would do it in normal attempts, where you backtrack and then do some jumps to do a quick sand ledge grab and get back up here. Which pretty much everyone does. But I guess No Focus wanted to show off some less viable strats. Yeah, I wouldn't recommend doing a strat because as you can see, it's very precise and it's easier to just use timing. Oh, okay, yeah, that's one thing that can happen, like what just happened to Gion. So now that No Focus did his thing, you are down with that path, so you jump down. So now Focus is going to take another path. Gion is apparently slow here. I mean, I think the reason is because Gion is using more real-time friendly strats. I feel like No Focus is going for the faster and cooler stuff, which is also a lot more risky. So there's red coin on that very thin hand of the clock. Well, in the middle of that clock. And since it's so thin, it's just easier to shank clicks and edge grabs on the side instead of actually walking on there. So that's what No Focus is doing right here. What I do is I do clicks and edge grabs and land on the widest part of the hand. But you can also do what Focus did right there. So at Gion's screen, you can see he's gonna use an audio cue in the music to time walking on walls correctly. And Focus is coming to the metal cap section, where you have to lava bounce on all these letters to pass. So first he's going to get a red coin up there. And then I believe he will be heading to the invisible wall kicks, which looks really cool, just saying. Yeah, these law bounces can be pretty tricky because the law bounce controls aren't exactly the easiest. So here are invisible wall kicks, so basically everything above these things are just walls that are invisible. So you kind of need to have muscle memory in order to do this. So first he crosses over here, and then he needs to do wall kicks and do an arch at the top. So he's not gonna save state through the invisible wall kicks at all, because, well, that would kind of ruin showing it off. Then it would look really weird as well, just save stated every 2 inches. So I would use the opposite camera angle here, so what he does, but I guess, as you can see, there's an arch there, and you have to go on these walls. So what Gian did to get up there was a skip that saves time. You take 2 law bounces to get up there instead of going all the way around. So now here Focus is doing some more invisible wall kicks, and it's also thinner now, and it's just a bunch of crossovers. And he also got a red coin there before. So now these cones are pretty tricky, but luckily we only have to slide downwards instead of sliding up that slope. And now we land on this section, which means we don't have to jump on those boxes further down. Okay, so both Focus and Gian use the reverse angle for invisible wall kicks, people. Or I'm just the weird one. Who knows? Yeah, this is avoidance. Definitely. No, it's just that we had no underlay to use, so that's why. Since this was requested yesterday. Okay. So now Gian isn't too far away from Focus. They're almost the same section. No, Focus is like 1 section ahead. Okay, so now what Focus is doing right now. First we have to arch up this place, then do a dive. Just do a dive real quick if you can pull that off. There we go. Now we got the law bounce. Now he's gonna land here, and he's gonna be able to do slow kicks backwards and kicking up the slope like this. Well, it works. So he can get that red coin. And then he's gonna ground pound right there. Okay, when you ground pound, you will be slightly more angled towards the direction the slope is facing. So that's why you ground pound right there. And then he's gonna go to the top so he can change his angle and do a skip here, which will lava bounce off that. And off that wall instead of having to do it the hard way. Basically, that's a lot harder because you have to do wall kicks over some places and then take 2 lava bounces and barely make it. So now they're pretty much at the same point. Now Gian is ahead. Never mind. I guess we can watch both screens now, as they will be able to commentate. So in this next section, you gotta be very careful here, because there are corner physics. But the problem is you need to get close to the corners, so sometimes corner physics makes you not able to wall kick. And here you can just kind of skip a bit of that section and just long jump all the way over there where the red coin is. So we are closing in on the hardest, arguably hardest section of this. It's not the hardest for me, but it's the hardest to... I guess it's the hardest initially, because you can get it consistent if you practice just a lot. So right there, the corner is very glitchy, so this Heave-Ho, if you get him in the corner, you can kill him, because he will like glitch down to the death barrier. Well, no, he will just chill, not at the death barrier, but close to it, because of render distance. So both of them kill it there. Let's see. Yes, they're doing a camera setup here, to be able to set up the camera to long jump past this wall. And here is thin wall kicks. As you can see, it's a bunch of crossovers with an arch at the end. So you have to hold the camera like that in order to not, well, in order to be able to see where you have to wall kick. And see, there you have to like go at 2 different spots even. So you have to do that. And then, because Gian is playing on keyboard, he can turn his camera around, which Focus can't because he's playing on controller. So I assume for this arch, they will both have different visual cues, since they're using different camera angles. Basically, by using this visual cue, you can get up the arch, which is actually very precise. As you can see, the platform is very high, so it's pretty hard to ledge grab. But Gian just did it. So now you have to do a backflip in order to be able to wall kick from that platform to get off of it. And from there you can drop over here in order to get that red coin. So now Gian is at this part again. So he's gonna go for the lava bouncing skip I talked about earlier. And now we're gonna lava bounce the other way. So see, here Gian saved that red coin for later, while Focus got it earlier. It doesn't really matter if you get it earlier or later, just personal preference. So now Gian has 19 out of 24 red coins. But for me, the last part was the hardest, but most people would probably say that the thin wall kicks is the hardest. Which no Focus seems to have done now. And both are at 19 coins now. So here's another wall kick section where you want to have your angle be straight, so otherwise you can't get this red coin right here. And that's 20 for Gian. And then you land down there. So now you drop down at this section with all the 72s. Because there are red coins there, you can actually skip more, but there's red coins that you can't skip. Here we will abuse a quicksand ledge grab, you just died, but soon. Right here, he's gonna do a quicksand ledge grab to neutralize his angle. And then here you kind of have to wall kick a bit outwards to get the 21st red coin. And then there's actually really cool because that wall changes your angle, so you can wall kick across these pillars and get over. I find that to be really cool. So now we get to this section with our quicksand. Yeah, Gian is 21 points now. So after adjusting his angle, he's gonna go for these wall kicks right here. Let's see, he's kind of having trouble. What you wanna do is have 3 wall kicks, 2 wall kicks, and 2 wall kicks, but I guess it's not going very well for Gion right now. Let's see, 3, 2, okay. And he did it. And there's a 20-second red coin. So doing what Gion is doing right now is not very recommended. What I would do would be rush over to the side, wait for the heave-ho to cycle so he stands still, and then rush for that coin. That's what I did. Because doing that is very unsafe thanks to the heave-ho. So here comes the fun. This is just a really long quicksand ledge grabbing section where we just need to abuse chaining quicksand ledge grabs for super long. And this is the hardest part according to me. And according to some other people as well. So here's 23rd red coin, which is on the side here, which you do the quicksand ledge grabs to get. If it wasn't enough quicksand ledge grabs already. So now, when Gion is close to the side, he's going to do wall kicks in order to be able to quicksand ledge grab the other side, and then he's gonna quicksand ledge grab that side of the platform. And here comes the part I struggled with the most the entire start: precise wall kicks. As you can see, you have to do wall kicks across this kind of weird shaped wall, which is the reason it's so hard. But yeah, the very last part is like the hardest. Yeah, but these wall kicks were the hardest part for me. As you see, Gion is struggling with it right now. Because it's just a bunch of muscle memory, so it's really difficult. Like, even if you get the muscle memory, sometimes you still screw up. I died there, how many times? I think I died there 7 times. So here's some more precise wall kicks, but they're a bit easier. So here, there is a fire spitter right here. Which means you have to set up all your quicksand ledge grabs in a way that makes it so you can avoid the fire spitter. Basically, if you wall kick off the wall like that, you can avoid it once you get close to it. But you gotta make sure that your quicksand ledge grab, you don't want it to be too early and not too late either. So you don't, because if it goes too early or too late, the fire spitter will hit you. And that's the end of all the quicksand ledge grabs. Now here comes most of the hardest parts. So first, you gotta land on this box. Then you gotta wall kick on these really tiny platforms and land on another box. As you see, Gion is setting it up. Here we go. No, he failed. 1, 2, 3. Of course, there's delay, but for me that was 1, 2, 3. So now that he's landing on the box, you gotta get off the box as well. So now he can either lure the heave-ho to make it die, or he can just go for it. Okay, because there's like a slope there, the heave-ho just falls off when you're over there. And then you just gotta triple jump to this platform, and you have the start. You see, red coin is right there. But never mind, Gion is just killing the... Damn it. Okay, he's gonna be the sign. he reads the sign and says you're a super player before he gets to start. Alright. So Gian won this competition, but Focus is just about to finish. 24:42, that's like the exact same length as my successful attempt. And yeah, 9 people have done all of this without save states. And that's it, you're both done.
Wow, that was really freaking tricky, man. Watching that, like, doing that without save states seems like nigh on impossible.
Yeah, it was thought to be impossible when the game came out.
There's always a few people out there that'll just stick to it and get it done. But yeah, I mean, thanks guys for showcasing that. It was definitely an interesting watch for sure. I mean, I'm sure a lot of people like dumbfounded by the fact that, you know, people can do that.
Look at Focus's screen.
Was and is awesome. Oh, that's nice. That's so nice. And that will continue to be awesome. That much we can promise. So thank you guys once again, very, very much for showcasing that. Is there anything that you guys would like to say before we switch over to Now's Classic Run?
I don't think so, but yeah, like Chris said in chat, imagine the nerves of being at the end of this.
Oh god, dread to think. Right, so we're going to switch it over to the transition screen and get prepped for Now's Classic Run. It's going to be a long one, 6 hours, so get comfy, grab something to eat, grab something to drink, and prepare for some insane needle god.
Oh boy.